Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the Stones Will Cry Out podcast show. On the line again, we have Mr. Karl Pipkins. How are you, sir?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
Yeah, just got through a crazy storm last week, but I thank God that not a hair was touched on my head or that of my family. He protected us.
Yeah, I went through that, and it was horrible.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, just to brief our listeners, because this is the second interview with you, but for those who are tuning in for the first time, can you explain to them who you are and where you're calling from?
I'm Karl Pipkins, and I'm calling from Hinsville, South Carolina.
Awesome. So, what are we going to be discussing this evening? Like, what is the topic?
Just minister society and
Okay.
master thinking and topics and stuff like that.
Okay, so let's talk about what you just mentioned, menace to society. So, have you been labeled as such?
Yeah, I was labeled as a menace by the prosecutor. And when she first said it, I was like, I really couldn't believe it because I don't have a history of breaking the law. And,
This call is from a federal prison.
she painted a picture to the court. She was like, a person on his level, and with him not having a job in the past 5 years, and being 29 years old, never had a run-in with the law, never been on probation, never been locked up. She was like, it was almost unheard of for the typical black man not to have a record as long as her arm. And she was like, for me to have an operation like this is scary. And she said if I had a few men with me with a mind like mine, it could be hell to pay for the city of Tyler. She labeled me as dangerous. She said I needed to be off the streets because of my mind. She labeled me a mastermind. And I thought about what she said every day. And I wanted her to be wrong. And I was in denial for a few years. But then I started to accept what she said.
Mm-hmm.
And I told myself, she's right. I am a master thinker. And I always took pride in the way I think. And to be honest, I think I'm more of a master thinker now.
That's awesome. And I want to talk about that because I mentioned that last week when I was talking to some youth. I said a lot of our people are mentally enslaved. And all of that is because they have a limited and a very crippled mindset. So if they learn how to master their minds and their mindset, they wouldn't be so limited. They wouldn't allow society to label them. So please explain to the listeners exactly what was that pivotal moment when you said to yourself, you know what, I am a master thinker now.
When I started to promote positive, and everybody can think unconsciously. It's second nature, but you have to learn how to think. And we have this saying that if you can think, you can save yourself. You don't have to rely on God, a lawyer, prosecutor, judge, bill, mama, daddy, friends. You have to learn how to think. And if you don't learn how to think, then somebody's gonna think for you. So I figured out the road to my success is positive thinking, doing positive things, and having positive people around you. And I'm gonna give you an example. I was selling drugs and I was making a lot of money. I lived a lifestyle a lot of people, dream of living. I had so much money. It was days where I used to just think about what can I spend money on. And sometimes I couldn't think of anything. I would tell myself, I don't need nothing. And I found myself spending a lot of money on drug use. Sell drugs and buy drugs of choice to use. I was addicted to selling and using. And when I came to prison, it was supposed to be for correction and rehabilitation. It's what the government claimed the place is. But I seen the same things going on in here. I had the drug of choice to use and the dealers. So, I felt trapped, betrayed, and I found myself using and dealing. The same thing that got me 30 years on the outside, I'm doing on the inside. And what's so bad about it, I started to feel comfortable at home, like I was in my environment. Like, this is what I I do. It's me. This is what I'm good at. And you know, you still have the mind frame of finding somebody to connect with the good on the inside and on the outside when you get out. And you find yourself, you ducking the pea cup on the inside, you ducking the rage on the inside. You sit back and you're watching guys leave, and in 3 months they walk right back through the door. You might see the same guy leave 3-4 times, and all of them got the same song. I got a dirty, or I got another dope charge. You know, it's a cycle. And I started thinking. I told myself, I said, I got to get off drugs. I got to stop doing illegal things before I get off drugs, because if I don't, then I'm gonna come back. And it was a hard fight, and it was a struggle. I didn't have to hustle, but I was addicted to it. And I had a few close calls before I got my mind right, but I gave up the hustle. But I was still losing it. I kept telling myself, I'm gonna quit. It didn't happen overnight, but I woke up one morning and I told myself, today is the day. And I quit, and I don't think about the two anymore. And when you can conquer something like that, as powerful as that, then you're a master thinker.
That is awesome. I mean, that is like resetting the button to your mindset. That is really powerful. And if people can really grasp that concept, I'm telling you, you know, we would have so many successful people, and I would say our people, because right now every other race has surpassed us, and they keep passing us up because our people are just sleeping. They're sleeping. And they have to wake up. And I admire you. I admire what you just said about, mastering, being a master thinker. Change how you feel about yourself, how you act, how you think, how you walk. That is so positive, and I thank you for that. You're welcome. So, how do you feel about being stereotyped?
Well, I feel that you have a right to your opinion, but I feel like you should, let's just say, don't judge a book by its cover.
Right.
And, to me, to be honest with you, I've met some of the best men in my life in prison. Smart, talented, men with good hearts, mental gifts, mental toughness. I mean, this type of prison is like a true blessing to those on the inside and the outside. They uplifting, inspiring, amazing, any other adjective that you want to use.
This call is from a federal prison.
And I've talked to women, that think that they'll never deal with a man in prison. And these are the women that's focused on physical, the physical part of it mainly. And I talk to women that deal with men in prison. And they say the mental stimulation that they get is overwhelming. They say they stay smiling, laughing, happy. When they're not communicating, they're thinking about communicating. And they say they have the same feel that they had in a relationship before they started having sex. And they say most of the guys on the outside don't make time, for them mentally. So, and a lot of them say, they get a certain point in their life, they don't really focus on the sex part as much. They like even, just being good friends with a man like this, because they admire and respect his mental state. And I just wanted to, be a better man all around. And, I thought about all the things that I did right, did wrong, and I wanted to be better mentally. So I put the whole hood novels down, started reading relationship books, studied love. I read the Male and Female Brain, because I want to know how people think. So I got the knowledge, started speaking on the inside and the outside. And people started to change in me. They started to respect me, for my mind more than my hustle. And I don't want my followers to follow my own path. I help them more by spitting the knowledge. I mean, the positive, And I know I can't make nobody do anything, but, you make your own decisions. But I just feel like I can give you, the knowledge, give you a chance to make a better choice. I've done what I'm supposed to do. To me, it ain't no better field in the world than to help people. angel. So I'm all right.
Okay,
And
awesome.
and another thing, I wanna let you know that I think you are a true blessing, and I thank God for you, and I love you like a sister.
Oh,
And anytime you need me, just call me or whatever, and I'm there. Okay?
I really appreciate you. Thank you for uplifting me because I'm telling you, I was going through something today and I had to keep praying to God because I'm like, God, I need self-control because I'm going to bash somebody's head in. But, you know, I'm telling you, I literally told him that. And I said, all right, God, because you know the old Domita now, please, you know, I need you to intervene. And I just been getting positive messages today. And this one, you know, your email and what you just said to me just now, I'm trying not to cry, but it really touched my soul. It really, really touched my soul. And God knows what we need.